Welcome to your Jupiter Goes Retrograde in Scorpio video. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to learn how to contact me, please visit my website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with all the information necessary on how you can obtain one of our spiritual consultations, psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. Jupiter going retrograde, traveling in the zodiac sign of Scorpio on March 9th, 2018 is when it begins until July 10th, 2018. And that causes our merciful Father, the planet Jupiter to the Romans, Zeus to the Greeks, and El to the Kabbalistic attribute of the Sefer Chesed, in which we find Jupiterian planetary placements, to become nostalgic once again. Relationships with fathers and father figures become sentimental, and we find ourselves wanting not only to gain favor from our merciful Father in heaven, but we also long to give gifts to God, our Father, offering Him grateful thanksgiving for all He has bestowed upon His children. During this transit, it's important to remember that in Hebrew, the planet of Jupiter is called Zodiac. And the constellation of Scorpio goes by the Hebrew nomenclature of Aquab. Now, we're going to go over some of the various Kabbalistic correspondences, and we're going to kind of get into some of the angelic forces and the zodiac angels and the planetary archangels. We're going to get into that for you as well. Now, during this transit, it's important to remember that in Hebrew, the planet of Jupiter, again, it is called Zodiac. Okay, and Jupiter is going to be retrograde. It's going to be retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. So we have Scorpio, and we have Jupiter, and again, this is going to take place in Scorpio, and that is the 8th house, a natural 8th house. March 9th, 2018 is the 22nd of Adar. That's the year on the Hebrew calendar, 5778. Cultures are dated by their Messiah when he first arrives. Therefore, one might see that the older the culture is, the more mature and the more reasonable, also fruitful and great in knowledge. Jupiter goes direct on July 10th of 2018, which is on the Hebrew calendar is marked as being the 27th of Tammuz, again the year 5778. Now, our astrology horoscope presentations to you involve astrology angels, archangels, zodiac angels, and planetary arcs. In future videos, we will delve into mysteries of planetary intelligences, so also stay tuned for that as well. The planet Jupiter is a good correspondence for health and wealth. We want to make sure that during a retrograde transit, we keep Jupiter on our side, in our corner, so to speak. Scorpio is associated with the natural 8th house, as we have mentioned, and that's the natural 8th house of birth, sex, death, and debt. So therefore, it's important that we understand these kind of very visceral and intense events are going to characterize this zodiac sign, Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is associated with, again, a lot of the things that one might want to associate with the dragon part of our personality, the part of our personality that we consider, again, something very, very visceral, something we keep close to us. Okay? Now, Scorpio, the zodiac angel is Barchiel, and who rules over the natural 8th house, the natural 8th house. Okay, now these attributes, therefore, one has to understand how the planetary astrology angels of Jupiter, such as Sachiel and Zadkiel, get along when transiting through Barchiel's Mazzaroth territory. For in Hebrew, zodiac is called Mazzaroth, and the angel is called Malak. Mazzaroth Malak is like zodiac angel. Now, for use in astrology angel magic, which I have developed, we've now developed, and we've also based it upon the Rosicrucian Kabbalistic principles, and we use the following correspondences for the purpose of keeping Jupiter, Zeus, El, or Zodiac in a favorable association to you, your family, and to your friends. Pertinent information to sway a favorable outcome for you and yours are as follows. So we're going to give you the correspondences for this. Astrology Angel Magic for Jupiter, based upon Rosicrucian Kabbalah oral tradition correspondences. The Jupiter Sephira of Chesed, also called Gedula, and that translates as mercy, merciful. Now, to give you a little bit of a representation, we want to go ahead and utilize our diagram here of the Kabbalistic tree. Again, this is the masculine side, the feminine side, and the middle pillar. And you have Chesed being here, where you have Keter, Chochmah, Binah, you have Chesed, and Gebura, and it goes down the tree. So the Jupiter God name is El in Chesed. And the Jupiter Archangel is Zadakiel in this Sephirah. Jupiter Angel is Sachiel. Jupiter Angelic Choir, the Chasmalim. Jupiter Planetary Intelligence is Jophiel. Jophiel, or Yophiel. Okay? Jupiter Olympic Planetary Spirit, Bethor. Jupiter Planetary Spirit is Hismael. The Jupiter Day rules Sagittarius. So in the day, Jupiter is going to be the ruler of Sagittarius, the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. And the Jupiter by night rules Pisces. Okay? Now, Jupiter Bible verse. Jupiter is known as the attribute of God the Father, found in Isaiah 63:16 in the Webster Bible translation. Now watch this. Doubtless thou art our Father, although Abraham be ignorant of us, and Israel acknowledge us not. Thou, O Lord, art our Father, our Redeemer. Thy name is from everlasting. Jupiter Hebrew letter is Kaf. K-A-P-H is one of the popular spellings. The Jupiter gemstone is, you can utilize topaz, and you can use the yellow jade, chrysoberyl, and yellow sapphire. And the variations are attributed to whether one is using gems for receptive magic or projective magic, okay? That's very important to remember. Now, the Jupiter color is blue, okay, in this Sephira. The Jupiter color is blue, okay? The flashing color for Jupiter is orange, and the Jupiter projective color is purple. So again, receptive magic and projective magic. The Jupiter number that you're going to find in the Sephirah set is 4, because you have Keter is 1, Chochmah is 2, and Binah is 3, and we have Chesed is 4. Okay? So these are the correspondences you can utilize for magic during this very important retrograde transit of Jupiter in Scorpio. Okay? Now, Jupiter medicine of metals is tin. Jupiter perfume are juniper berries, grapefruit, and nutmeg. Jupiter day of the week, Thursday. Jupiter Tarot Card Association, very important, is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the Jupiter Tarot Card Association. Tarot cards are basically based in Kabbalistic as being, they're basically flashcards. They're basically flashcards that help you remember Kabbalistic terms, especially if you don't speak, the language. If you don't speak Hebrew, then it helps you sort of remember how to say. It's sort of like learning how to speak a different language. And also, remember, pictures go into the right brain, and reading a written text and that kind of thing, logic goes into the left brain. So, the feminine side, the pictures go in. The masculine side is where the scripture, that sort of more of a sort of a text is going to go into, and a logic is going to go into the left brain, where a more pictorial and a more creative symbolic is going to go into the right brain, but it all has to go into the Christos, the pineal gland. Okay, it has to light up that pineal gland. It has to light it up. That's that when the burning bush is basically when the entire brain is lit up, and it's lit up in such a way that it's in pineal consciousness. It's all lit up, and it does not consume, but it heals. It's a different kind of fire. Okay. Now, the Jupiter Kabbalistic geometric symbol is a square. A square. Astrology Angel Magic for Scorpio the Scorpion is based upon Rosicrucian Kabbalah oral tradition correspondences. We want to begin with your Scorpio tribe of Israel that you want to utilize would be the tribe of Dan. Okay, the tribe of Dan. You're going to find the tribe of Dan associated with Scorpio with the 8th house. Okay? Now, the Scorpio Bible verse is Genesis 49:16 to 18. And again, that is for the tribe of Dan. Scorpio associates with the tarot card the tarot card association would be death. This is the Rider-Waite deck. This is the death card. Okay, the traditional cards. That's what Scorpio associates. The Scorpio associates with the Hebrew letter Nun. And Scorpio associates with the Hebrew month Chesvan. That's the October-November association for Scorpio. The October-November, the Hebrew month of Chesvan. The Scorpio zodiac angel, again, that's Barchiel. Scorpio horoscope house association, that's the 8th house. The 8th house of birth, death, sex, and death. Okay, and debt. And Scorpio perfume is myrrh, dragon's blood, nutmeg, clove, basil. Scorpio birthstone is going to be, you can utilize citrine. You can utilize the citrine for that. We'd like to give you our disclaimer now. High magic should be used with all mindfulness since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Information found in this document and in this video is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again.